Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Bobby Gray here, founder and fearless leader of TEXITcoin, back again with another exciting, spectacular edition of Tuesday Miners Update. Thanks so much for joining me. In answer to your pressing questions, yes, I know that it is time for a haircut. And no, I cannot find my hat. And yes, I've been wearing the same clothes for the better part of 3 days. But that's what happens when you're in the trenches and you're working on TEXITcoin day and night. Um, yeah, it's been an exciting couple days. In my world, at least, I got yelled at a little bit yesterday for going dark. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you guys hanging. I don't think I um was gone too long or gone too far. But apparently, if I'm not showing up in our text messaging group for a couple days and the price of TEXITcoin has fallen through the floor, everyone starts to get worried. Hi, everybody. What's Andrea's here? Chris is here. Cesar, what's up, my friend? Josh, Randy, two Randy Hancocks, and Russell. Hello, friends. Anybody want to unmute? Say anything? Put my headphones on if you want to chat. Again, I know it's getting bad. Maybe I'll go after this call's done. Okay, so a couple things to talk about tonight. First and foremost, the pink elephant in the room. Let's take a look at where we are on Dextrade right now. I haven't looked. I haven't looked recently, and neither should you. Oh, a green candle. It's desperately trying to go up for the first time in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Ah, the market. Okay, so I want to talk a bit about this a little bit. But first, we'll cover some basic housekeeping stuff. We broke 114,000 mega hash this past couple days. Congratulations to us. Remember, we are on a mission to 100 million. I'll show you more about that in just the next few moments, but that's where we are today. I'm very impressed. I made a mistake. We've been messing around a lot with this system as we prepare to move completely over from the affiliate system and get ready to merge mine. That's exciting. That actually happens tomorrow at, I don't know, probably about this time tomorrow at block 73000. So remember, we're producing a block about every 3 minutes. So 24 hours a day, 24 times 60 is 1440 divided by 3 minute blocks, 480. So yeah, it'll take us less than a day. 95,000 divided by 254, 374 blocks a day minus 72658. So no, 374 plus 72658 means that we'll get there. We'll get there probably about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon Central Time, which is very exciting. It's very exciting for me because merge mining is a gigantic step forward in our technology. It's a gigantic step forward in terms of our engagement with the global crypto marketplace. And tell me I'm not still muted. I'm not still muted, am I? I really hope I'm not muted. Am I still muted? I don't think I'm still muted. Can anybody hear me? Let me go back here. Raise your hand if you can hear me. Am I here? You can hear me. Great. All of my jokes and mumbles have not gone wasted this time. Okay, so back to where we were a moment ago. Again, we are at 114,000 mega hash. And that's an important number for you to know because anytime a new person joins us and picks up one share, that share is 100 mega hash. That means that we grow the size of the mine by 100 mega hash every time somebody jumps on board, which means we decrease the output per share by just a little tiny bit. And so if you go to payout.mindtxc.com, you'll be able to keep track of where we are in terms of total members, total hash power, how many new blocks, what the actual payout was that was shared across all those members. And then you can actually see, I think once you log in, you can see the reward that you get for each share. So that's an important number. And as we work towards our goal of becoming part of the global crypto community, it's very important that that we're using tools, terminology, resources that the rest of the industry is also using. That way we can fit in a little bit. Remember, it's our goal to kind of learn this stuff so that we can hang out with the crypto kids and understand what they're talking about, understand what the opportunities are, understands what the challenges are, and participate and contribute to the global crypto community. Why? Because we want the global crypto community to join us. How do they join us? They join us by buying, acquiring, trading, spending, and using TEXITcoin. So for us to mine it, we're creating this digital asset and then we're taking it to the world and offering it to the world for their consideration. And we've got three primary communities that we're offering that to. One is friends and family. We're offering TEXITcoin and mining TEXITcoin to people we know. And that's great, but we really want to expand our network, expand the usability of our currency by inviting anyone and everyone that we want to trade with into our community. And then beyond that, beyond our borders, whether that's the borders of our town, the borders of our state, beyond the borders of our country, we also want to trade with the whole world. And in order for us to do that, they need to know who we are. They need to know what we're doing. They need to be able to engage us. That's why it's so important that we get onto things like Dex Trade and other exchanges that are comfortable for the markets that we're engaging. Anyway, long story short is we want those guys on board. And in order for those guys to join us, we have to create and present something that is interesting to them. And by using their tools, by participating in their markets as well, we enter that discussion as a friend, not just as somebody that's trying to dump something onto them so that we can get rich, but somebody that has a sincere interest in promoting and benefiting the whole cryptocurrency community across the board. So we want to do our thing and we want to engage their thing. We'll talk more about that as well in just the next few moments. But there's where we are today. Let's take a quick detour and talk about hash power, because this is kind of confusing stuff and hopefully this will help us make sense of it. So we talk about our mining power in mega hash. And our goal, to remind you, is to build a mine that runs at 100 million mega hash. So 1 hash is called a hash. 1,000 hash is called a kilo hash. 1,000,000 hash is called a mega hash. So we want to run it 100 million hash. We call it mega hash to simplify it. But you could also say that we want to run at 100,000 gigahash or 0.1 terahash. So we can define that a bunch of different ways. I like to think about it in terms of mega hash because, excuse me, when a new person joins, they are picking up 100 mega hash. And so where we are today is about 1/1000th, give or take, of the way towards our mega hash goal. So a new person joins, they get 100 mega hash, and that is 1/1000th so far total towards the total mega hash goal, which is 100 million mega hash. So hash, gigahash, mega hash, terahash, petahash, exahash. It's confusing. You don't really need to know much about it, but hopefully I'm going to make sense of it in just the next few moments here. But why is it important? It's important because I have tried to remind you a bunch of times to pay little or no attention to the price or value of TEXITcoin on the open market today. There are a whole bunch of reasons why I tell you that. And I know it's difficult because a lot of people are out there using the price and value and tradability of TEXITcoin on the open exchange as a dominant selling proposition. So you're saying to people, look, you can join TEXITcoin. It mines out. It pays out to your cold storage wallet. You can have it pay out to a hot wallet. You can take it to Dextrade, and you can sell it every day if you want for this price. And that's true. You can. And that's what's really happening here. What's happening here is a market sell order. And unfortunately, on the last 4 or 5 days, the market sell orders are outnumbering the market buy orders. And you can see everything happening down here in the bottom left-hand corner. This is the entire trade history. I don't know if it's possible to get like a really long trade history, but you can see it in its real time. And so for the last couple of days, we've had miners that are selling at market prices. And when miners sell at market prices, that pushes the price down. When the public sells at market prices, that pushes the price down. And so, as I've said a lot of times before, our goal is to create more people interested in buying and acquiring TEXITcoin than we have selling. And I want to go through some of those numbers tonight to show you how easy it is for us to accomplish that goal once we get started. Okay, so when are we getting started? We're getting started this weekend. This weekend is a great opportunity for us to go out and start to have a conversation with new people, with strangers, with the general public. We are doing a gun show in Tyler, and we're doing a kind of a outdoor flea market in McKinney, right in our backyard. It happens once a month. Gun shows happen around town every weekend. And so our goal my goal personally is to develop a profitable model of how to engage the general public with the idea, the concept of TEXITcoin, how to sell TEXITcoin to the general public at a profit. I want to figure out how to do that. I want to bring my results back to you, for better or for worse. Whatever it is that happens this weekend, rest assured that I'll bring it back here to share with you a week from today on Tuesday night to let you know exactly what happened. Is today Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. So I want to show you what I'm doing. I want to show you how I'm doing it. And I want to share with you what the results are that I get. And if it works well, as I hope it does, then it's something that you have the opportunity to model and do for yourself, if you like, to achieve an additional benefit personally and individually, and also help the entire TEXITcoin ecosystem. And so that's what we need to figure out. We will model it and test it this weekend, and I'll bring the results back to you in just the next couple of days. But what we're working to do over the weekend is load up TEXITcoin on our cold storage wallets. We've got a couple different ones like this. This one's the TEXITcoin one, but we have a couple really cool looking coins, and they're Trump themed. And people that go to these types of events absolutely love Trump themed coins. And so we're embedding TEXITcoin on the back of collectible coins. And we're hoping that they generate a conversation. They start a conversation with people that stop by our table. And we introduce the same value proposition that we've talked about with you and here on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the last couple of months. You know, the what if question. Look, we're doing a project. We've got some work to do. We see exactly what the dots are that we're trying to connect. And if we're able to connect those dots together, we believe that we're going to be able to have a top 100 crypto that in the next 12 to 18 months might be worth $15, $16, $17 a coin. If that happens, then it would be a very good idea to pick up a handful of coins today at whatever the low price is. Where are we at today? 6 cents. And so, again, going back in the time machine, if you talk to somebody about picking up Bitcoin back when it was 6 cents, it would have seemed outlandish and far-fetched. They may or may not have done it. I know that I didn't do it, and many of you did not do it for whatever, reasons that we had back then. But it's the same challenge today. If you had the opportunity to pick up a handful of TEXITcoin at less than 10 cents, would you buy 10 bucks worth? Would you buy $20 worth? Would you stick it on a coin, on a cold storage wallet, hide it under your mattress, put it in the safe, forget about it, cross your fingers, and then come back to see how we did in another year or two? That's the value proposition. That's the introduction that we'll be making to the general public that we meet this weekend at the festival that we're going to, as well as the gun show in Tyler. And again, we'll bring those results back here to you to share that experience. Maybe we'll even do like a live video or broadcast from the event, if we think of it, if we're not overwhelmed, so that you can learn from it. And if we do well, so that you can copy it and benefit from it as well. But ultimately, until we have more buyers then miners and sellers, we're going to continue to see the price of TEXITcoin go down. So that responsibility right now is on my shoulders. I'm going to go first. I'm going to put my own money behind it. I'm going to figure it out as I've done in the past. I will figure this out and I will bring the results back to you. And you can learn from it, model it, and do it along with me the next time. But let's take a look at some raw data, because it's doing what we want to do is actually a pretty easy task. And I want to show you a couple numbers here to show you just how easy it is. 95,000 TEXITcoin are produced on a daily basis. It doesn't matter if we have one person in the mine or 1,000 people in the mine or 1,000,000 people in the mine. Our mine, give or take, plus or minus, will always produce about 95,000 coins a day. I think that once the network gets chugging, we're actually going to produce more, but not a lot more. Figure 95,000 is about the right number at the moment. Only about 9,500 of those coins, only about 10% of those coins that are mined on a daily basis are not going on to cold storage wallets. What does that mean? Only about 9,500 coins a day are actually making it into a hot wallet that can be sent to DexTrade or sent directly to DexTrade for trading, for selling. So if we have a market target price of 10 cents and we want to have a solid market at 10 cents, it means that we need to monetize 9,500 TEXITcoin per day at 10 cents, or we need to sell about $950 worth of TEXITcoin per day at that target price of 10 cents. If we are putting $20 of TEXITcoin, or about 200 TEXITcoin on the back of a cold storage wallet, one of these things, if we're putting $20 on the back of a cold storage wallet, then we need to sell on a daily basis about 47 and a half, call it 50 cold storage wallets preloaded with $20 worth of TEXITcoin per day in order for us to actually monetize the amount of TEXITcoin that's not going into cold storage. So that's our big test and metric for this weekend. I'm going to be at the McKinney trade days, the third Monday trade days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I've got 3 days to get in front of people. I've never done it before. I have no idea if it's a big event or a small event. I don't know if there will be 2 people there or 2 million people there. I know that the booth was inexpensive. So I'm excited to get there, set up a table, and talk to people that come by about TEXITcoin. We're going to have all kinds of stuff there. I'll send you pictures of our table setup so you can see exactly what we're going in there with. We've got a really cool TEXITcoin brochure that's almost done that will get printed in time for the weekend. But I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, at the same time, somewhere else outside of the Dallas Metroplex, Eddie will be over at the Tyler Gun Show. I put both of those links in our Telegram chat group. So if you'd like to stop by and crash the party, please do come out and say hi. So Eddie will be out in Tyler. That's Saturday, Sunday, and I will be in McKinney Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So figure we've got 5 days across 2 events. My goal is just like this: 50 coins per day on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, $20 of TEXITcoin on each coin. And my hope by doing that for 3 days that I'm able to monetize about $3,000 worth of TEXITcoin at my event, and then about $2,000 worth of TEXITcoin at Eddie's event. Then what I will do, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it once or if I'll do it multiple times throughout the day. But what I will do is I will bring back the total and I will place a DexTrade market buy for the amount of TEXITcoin that I have sold at those events, Eddie and I have sold at those events, so that everyone that's mining has an opportunity to participate in monetizing those TEXITcoin if you want to. If you'd like to put them on the market and sell them, please do follow the steps that we've outlined in some of our other videos. But the point is, I'm really curious to see exactly how the market is affected if I go in there and I buy 1,000 coins every day for 3 days straight. If I buy 1,000 on Friday night, 1,000 on, well, it could be 2,000 on Saturday night between me and Eddie, and another 2,000 on Sunday night. So I'm very curious to see what happens to the market price of TEXITcoin on DexTrade if we go in there and we enter in $5,000 of market buys. I'm thinking it's going to have a pretty big impact. I can see it initially here just by scrolling up the list. If I were to buy $420 worth of TEXITcoin right now, I'd push the price up from where we are at 6 cents all the way up to 7.3 cents. And so this is how small our market is, and this is how little we have to do in order to monetize everything that's coming off the mine at a target price of 10 cents. Does that make sense? Do I need to say that again? Let me know if I need to say that again. What we want to do, remember, think about mining TEXITcoin just like any other manufacturing process. We take our raw material, we take our mining hardware, and we produce a digital coin. We take those digital coins and we can embed them securely on the back of a physical coin. So now we've made a kind of a bridge between two very different worlds, physical, tangible, and virtual digital. And so we take those digital coins, we put them on a physical collectible, and we sell those. So the big question that we want to answer this weekend is one thing. Can we sell 50 of those per day per event? So the goal is 50 coins sold on Friday, 100 coins sold on Saturday, and 100 coins sold on Sunday. That's what we'd like to do. After the results come in, we will go to DexTrade and we will place a market buy order for the TEXITcoin that was sold and monetized on that day so that we have the ability to share that with you. Now, let's suppose it works and we're able to monetize more than $1,000 of TEXITcoin per day. At that point, we're off to the races. At that point, we know that we have a viable product. We know that we have something that people are interested in. We know that we have something that we can move in quantities sufficient to satisfy the output of the mine. If we sell every day more than what comes off of the mine and goes into hot wallets, the price goes up. There's not enough supply. Remember, good old-fashioned supply and demand. So if the demand outpaces the supply, let's suppose we sell 300 coins at the event and each coin has $20. That's $6,000 worth. Well, we only have 950 per day. So it's possible that we can sell an entire week's supply over just the weekend. And if that is in fact the case, then the next thing we're doing is looking and getting ourselves at every event we can find. Freedom events, gun shows, coin shows, trade fairs, farmers markets, online sales, dealer sales, wholesale sales, retail sales, anything and everything we can get our hands on. And so that's why I keep asking you, what do you have? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Where can we go to set up in your local area to try something out to see what the interest is in our physical collectibles embedded with our digital asset? So that's what's happening this weekend. And that's how small of a task that we have in front of us. We only have to monetize, we only have to sell 50 physical coins with $20 of TEXITcoin on each one in order to move an entire day's supply of mined TEXITcoin. Now, suppose it works. Multiply that by the 20 or 50 or 100 or 200 people that are actively participating in our mining network. And now we're all on the lookout for opportunities to set up a booth or a table and introduce TEXITcoin to the public, have great conversations, meet lots of great people, and make some money at the same time. Once we figure that out and we multiply that by the size of our community, oh man, we don't have nearly enough coin to go around. Now the price has to go up and the target price is going to be drastically affected because there's not enough TEXITcoin to sell at that price to meet the daily demand. And so we either need more people to come out of mining cold storage to share those coins with the market via DexTrade, or we'll have to see the price go up. It's only one or the other. We either have to increase the supply that's available or increase the price to meet the demand. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm very excited about it. And like I said, as soon as I have the results, I'll share them with you. As soon as I know, you will know as well. But I want to take a look real quick at something else, because this is just one angle for us. Suppose I come back here next week, I go, ho hum, didn't do as well as I hoped. Sold 4, 5, 10, 20 coins, whatever it is, bad showing, rained out, people aren't interested, something else is going on in town, whatever it is. We need the results. Good or bad, I'll bring those results and I'll share them with you. But even if those results aren't great, it's still not our primary avenue to achieve the price target that we have. How is that done? Excuse me. That's done through building the mine. Okay, remember we talked earlier in this call about contributing to the global community. When we build the mine and we have 100 million mega hash, we're projecting a $16 price. So when we get to our target power of 100 million mega hash, and I'll put this in mega hash. When we reach our target mine power, I am projecting to you that we'll have a $16 price point. There's the ratio. Here's where we are today. Given the same ratio, it would make sense that right now we are at 1.8 cents on Dex Trade. Here's a chart that I just quickly put together to show you the ratio between our target price and our mining power. And so if you go all the way down to the bottom, we say, okay, this is 98 million mega hash equals about a $16 price, let's just say. Okay, so as we scale our way up there, if we're at 150,000 mega hash, in order for us to be on track with our target price, we'd need to be at 2.4 cents. So right now, at about 5.5, 6 cents, the mine should be running at about 337,000 mega hash. That's 3 times the mining power that we have right now. So in my mind, and I know it's going to be hard to convince you of this, in my mind, I'm actually impressed with where we are, because today, at the moment, right now, we are a little above our 100,000 mega hash mining power. And so the place where we should be today is about 1.6 cents. Again, that's if our ratio is accurate and we hit our $16 price target when we ramp up to 100 million mega hash. Okay, so this chart, while kind of basic and just thrown together very quickly, this is actually a fairly simple and reliable barometer of where I think we should be. So this is what's going on in my mind. When you're looking at it, you're saying, oh, geez, the price is down. I'm looking at it and I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed because I'm eternally optimistic, but I'm not disappointed with the price going down, because I know where we are today and about where the price should be based on how big our mine is. And so when we go all the way up to 100 million mega hash, we want the price to be at $16. And so I would not be surprised if we stair step plus or minus a little bit along the way towards that $16 goal. So I'm keeping my eye on the prize, and I'm saying 16 is where we want to be at 100 million mega hash. It's a very realistic, very doable, very manageable number. And so these are the milestones that I'm on the lookout for. When we hit, let's say 1.1 million mega hash, we should be at 18 cents. Now, that's not great in terms of mining output per coins per day and ROI. I don't want to get too deep into that tonight because I haven't thought that all the way through yet, but I'm happy. I want us to be at about 10 cents now. So even though, technically speaking, according to the milestone ratio chart, we should really only be at like 1.6 cents today, I really want us to be at 10 cents. And so I would like us to be maybe 5 times further along, let's say, than what the math shows us. So let's do that times 5. So these numbers would make me happier. If we were at 8 cents right now with 100,000 mega hash, I'd be happier than where we are today. And I'd be 5 times as happy as where I think we should be in terms of the ratio between the size of our mine and the price of our coin on the market. And what that means is that when we hit our 100 million mega hash, I'm shooting for $100 a coin. Why? Because the ratio is not based on market value. It's based on like, I don't know, the obvious value. I don't know what you'd call that. But it's like, okay, if you calculate how big the mine is, how much the coin is worth, total market cap, that's how you get that number. But it doesn't factor in any of the excitement and any of the mission and any of the team and any of the future anticipation of where we're going. And so I would like to think that the 5X price is a better representation of really where we should be based on how awesome we are. And I think we're pretty awesome. So this is what I'd like you to hold in the back of your mind as we work our way towards our goal. If we're above this price at this power, I think we're doing really well. I'd encourage you to consider that as well. The same way, I'd like to be 5 times better than that because that gives us a really great ROI on the mining shares. You know, if someone's getting 83 coins a day and those coins are worth 8 cents a piece, it's $6, $7 a day. And that's a much faster ROI for picking up a mining share than 1.6 cents would be. This to me is too low. Really, we don't have any kind of metric to base that on other than just a ballpark guess as to what seems to be a fair exchange of value. But this is an important chart, and I'm going to get this chart updated and published to the website soon so that so you can keep an eye on it. And so if the market's up, if the market's down, try not to get too excited and try not to get too bummed out, because this is really a more fair chart as to what the ratio should be between the size of the mine and the price of the coin on the open market based on my projection, based on my best guess, based on the simple fact that says, if we have the largest decentralized mine in the world, which I see as being incredibly achievable, I got like a cat hair in my nose, which is strange because my cat ran away. My cat's gone. My beautiful cat. I love that cat. And it hasn't been here in a couple of days. Shh, don't tell my daughter. So based on the very reasonable connection of these dots of world's largest decentralized private mine and top 100 cryptocurrency at $16, I think that's an incredibly fair statement. I think we can achieve that. And so as we stair step along the way to that goal, this is the chart that you should keep in your mind. So if our mine is now running over 1 million mega hash, we should be coming up on like 20, 25 cents. It would be really great if we were 5 times that, but this is what I've got in my mind as far as the ratio between where we are, where we should be, and where we're going. And so again, I know it's hard not to look at the price. I know it's hard not to get excited when the price jumps, and I know it's hard not to get bummed out when the price drops. But crypto is incredibly volatile, right? That goes without saying. You already know that. And remember that when you jump on the rocket ship, I tell you to buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. You know, Bitcoin went through some giant jumps and 80% drops. You know, it's been interesting, been very volatile. And so I don't think it's going to be much different for us as we continue along this path. I hope it's less volatile. The less volatile it is, the more usable TEXITcoin is as an actual currency. So we want some volatility because volatility creates excitement. If our price is, you know, flat at 10 cents for 3 years, that's boring. You know, yeah, we can make money mining it, but that's a boring price. So we want to see the price jump and drop. You know, people will make money trading it on both ends. If it's going up, they'll make money. If it's going down, they'll find a way to make money. And so we want to have some of that in our ecosystem. Not so much that like we lose our lunch every day, but enough to keep things interesting and exciting for the market to want to engage our project. I want to point out one more thing because I just did some math on things yesterday. And remember, we talked about megahash, gigahash, terahash, and petahash. Okay. So we want to have 100 million megahash. But you can think of that, drop the last 3 zeros, as 100,000 gigahash. Or you can drop the last 3 zeros and say 100 terahash. Or move the decimal again, and you can say that we would be at 0.1 petahash. So our goal for our mine size is goal. Let's put it here. Goal 100 million. Let's format this here to look a little bit more. Nope. Format this here to look a little bit more readable. So there's our 100 million mega hash. Okay. But this is also known as 100,000. What's the next one? Gigahash. Okay. Or drop the last three zeros again, and you got 100 terahash. And if we move the decimal four more spots again, then we've got 0.1. That's not cool. 0.1 format number. Let's do it like this. The next one on the list is petahash. Okay. So the goal of our mine is 0.1 petahash. Okay. Let's look at it terahash for a second. Our mining goal is 100 terahash. Now remember, big things happen in the tech side this week, which is what's kept me busy with my head down. But 100 terahash is our goal for the mine. And now, as of tomorrow, around this time, block 73,000. Keep an eye on the network, see if it all explodes. Hopefully it doesn't. We'll be on standby. We switch over block 73,000 to merge mining. It's a big update. I don't want to bore you with the details, but it means that we're switching over from script to aux POW hash algorithm. And it means that we will simultaneously be mining Litecoin as well as TEXITcoin, those two at the same time. We're doing that because we got to pay the electric bill. But that also means that we're now contributing to the Litecoin community. Let's take a look at the Litecoin community. Litecoin is number 19 on the top 100. They've got $4.6 billion of market cap. They're a big coin. We're fairly familiar with Litecoin. We've been big fans of Litecoin and the team behind it for a long time. We connected with them in Singapore, and we also service the founder as one of our customers. So we got big things coming with Litecoin. But take a look at the Litecoin mining pool statistics. Okay. The biggest miners of Litecoin, they're in Asia. Okay. But you can see here that the total mining power of the Litecoin network is 1.14 petahash. So going back over here, that's about 10 times, 11 times bigger than we plan on being. But what that means, this one's the biggest one, 370 terahash. Second one's 267, then 239. At our power of 100 terahash, we'll actually be the fourth largest miner of Litecoin in the world. It means that we've got a gigantic contribution to the Litecoin community. And that will not go unnoticed. That means we're participating. We're helping secure the Litecoin network. And we'll then ask for people in the crypto community to come support TEXITcoin as well, to trade with us. And so by virtue of growing our mine to this size, 100 million mega hash, AKA 100 terahash, we will be the fourth largest miner of Litecoin on the planet, which is kind of cool. I just kind of did the math yesterday and figured it was kind of neat. So I wanted to share that with you and remind you that this is our goal. We're building a mine. We're building the world's largest decentralized mine. And when we accomplish our goal, I believe that our price will be at or above $15, $16 a coin. If our project is really priced fairly based on who we are, what we're doing, and where we're going, I think we'll be probably 3 to 5 times that price. And so we'll see what happens. But this is our goal. We're building a mine. You're building the mine with me, and I thank you very much for your help and support. But keep this number, keep this chart in the back of your mind so that as we make progress towards our goal, we're able to see the price of TEXITcoin rising along with that. Now, remember, the big goal this week is to get out this weekend to a couple events, introduce TEXITcoin to the general public, not the $1,000 jump in and mine with us. We'll have that conversation too if it's important, valuable, but pick up a handful of TEXITcoin. Pick up $20 of TEXITcoin on a cold storage wallet. We're doing this thing. Here's what our mission is. Here's what our vision is. Here's what our strategy is. And if we're successful, you'll be very glad that you picked up a handful of TEXITcoin here today. That's the thing that we're introducing this weekend to people at the McKinney Trade Days and also the Tyler Gunn Show. And I will bring the results back to you to share how we did. And if it's successful, which I hope it will be, then I will, I'll show you how to do it. I'll get you all the supplies. I'll get you all the stuff that you need to do a great job yourself. And as soon as the number of buyers and holders of TEXITcoin outnumber the few sellers that we have, then that, and only then is when and only then, I don't know. That is when we will see the price of TEXITcoin begin to move back in the right direction. That's the goal. That's the mission. That's the expectation. I want you to hold on to that in your mind as well, along with me. Wish us luck through the weekend, and let's see how we do. We'll talk more about it as we come back here on Tuesday night. Okay, that's it for the Tuesday night update. I don't think I have anything worth sharing for the second half of this call tonight because I've been busy on tech stuff this past week, and prepping for the events this weekend. So if you don't mind, I'm probably going to skip the second half of the call unless you guys have specific questions. But let's pause there for a moment. See if you guys have any questions. What are your questions? Get the hands up. Oh, wow. We have 5 questions in the Q&A. Yes, Chris, in answer to your question, should we add $5 to $6 over to cover the cold storage coin cost? So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to sell the coins for $30. Okay. Your cost on a cold storage coin, whether it's a TEXITcoin or a Trump coin or any one of the other types of coins that we make, and I'm happy to put TEXITcoin on everything. I don't want to manufacture another coin for the rest of my life. It doesn't have TEXITcoin on it. But your cost on that, which is my cost for that, is $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I encourage you to sell the coin itself for $10, giving you a profit of $5 per unit, and then add on as much TEXITcoin as the customer wants. My suggestion is $20. So yes, I suggest that you add $5 to your cost, and your cost is $5. So if you want to pick up, and I don't know why I don't have any of them here right now in front of me, this is what it looks like. This is what the coin looks like that we'll be taking out to the market this weekend. It's kind of cool. I like it a lot. It's timely. It's important at the moment, but the back of it is blank. We're laser etching it with a TEXITcoin wallet. We're putting TEXITcoin on there and it's going into the TEXITcoin packaging. So my cost on those is $5. Your cost on those is $5. That is not something that we're selling at a profit here. We just want to cover our costs so that you've got tools that you can take back to your events and your community to embed safely TEXITcoin offline. Okay. So yes, you'll get them from me for $5 and then you'll sell them for $10. And then my suggestion is to add on $20 of TEXITcoin on top of that. This past weekend, I did a great event on last Tuesday, $400 of TEXITcoin in one event, just a couple hours of work. So, and remember as well that you can sell the TEXITcoin for whatever you want. It's your TEXITcoin. If you want to sell it at current market prices, look up the market prices. If you want to load it from your hot wallet on the app at whatever the market is at that moment, load it from the app. The app will give you a live market price. So if somebody says, okay, I'll take $20 of TEXITcoin on there, you can say, okay, $20. Okay, right now we're at 8.2 cents. Boom, there you go. And whatever that math comes out to, the app will do that for you. But that's the suggestion, to use the hot wallet on the app. It's only available right now for iOS, for Apple phones, iPhones, but it should be available for Android phones any moment now. We're just waiting for the app to get approved in the store. So that's my suggestion for markup. Sell the TEXITcoin at cost if you like, or do a small markup because it's going to cost you something to get it off the market as well. But they're your coins. So you might already have your own coins in your hot wallet and you can sell those right out of your own wallet without having to replenish them later. They're your coins. Do with them as you please. Hopefully that answers your question, Barney Slayer. Cancel. Answer live. Done. Okay. What would you suggest for denominations to set up the cold storage coins? You know, that's a challenge because the market is constantly fluctuating. So you got 2 questions about denominations. One is to put a fixed number of TEXITcoin on each one, like 100, 500, 1,000, and then you can charge $10 plus whatever the live market price is. So if you've got a coin that's got 1,000 on there and we're at 6 cents, well, that's $60 a TEXITcoin and then $10 for the cold storage wallet. So you can do it that way, or you can preload it at a certain value. So if you say, okay, I'm going to charge $10 for the coin, you could put $90 with crypto on there and then $10 for the coin, and then you've got a $100 product. So I would suggest, because we have the mobile app now, I would suggest loading them at the time of sale based on how much the customer wants. And again, that gives you a live market price based on where we are at the moment on DexTrade. And if we do that, then my suggestion would be that I don't wait until the end of the day to put in all my orders. But let's suppose I'm sitting there, I sell 2, 3, 4 coins. I go into DexTrade and I buy that back. That way the price updates on DexTrade, because if I wait until the end of the day and I put in a big order for $1,000, I might end up paying a lot more for those coins that I ended up selling them for, and I lose money at that point. And so I definitely don't want to lose money. So I suggest to load the coins from the mobile app when the customer buys it. And the reason for that also is because if you've got a bunch of loaded coins and the loaded coins walk away from the table, it's a lot more painful than if they just grab a coin itself. You know, you load up $100 of TEXITcoin on 10 coins, and next thing you know, they're gone. That sucks. Hopefully that answers your question. Put today's price in your spreadsheet. No, it's too late. I've missed that. Sorry. Your hair looks crazy. Yes, it does. I agree. Zoom is awesome. You're welcome. Russell says, when we start merge mining, does it affect the amount of TEXITcoin we mine per day? No. That's the beauty of merge mining. We get 2 for the price of 1. We're trying to figure out how to get 3 and 4 for the price of 1 as well. But those will be future updates. Merge mining gives us the ability to mine 2, Litecoin and TEXITcoin. We would love to mine Litecoin, Dogecoin, and TEXITcoin, or Litecoin, Dogecoin, and Bell's coin and TEXITcoin, but those will be future enhancements. Yeah, I should definitely go get a haircut when we're done here. I don't know. It's time for a shower as well. Okay, so no, it does not affect the amount of TEXITcoin that we get per day. Our mine will always produce plus or minus about 95,000 coins a day. Am I bringing some Trump coins on October 7th to Huntington Beach? Fullerton? It's not Long Beach. Somewhere in Southern California that I cannot tell you the name of. But I will be out there with Team Bex and my friends from Bex Engraving. Thank you so much for inviting me out. Maybe I invited myself. I'm not sure, but I'll be there. Dinner's on me. This event is primarily for TEXITcoin miners. You know, invite anyone and everyone. If they're interested in learning more, tell them to come out. But this is kind of an appreciation event for you guys and your team. And it's also an opportunity to chat and learn more. And the hope is that the more you know, the more comfortable you are with me, the more comfortable you are with our mission, more comfortable you are with the technology and the terminology, the more easily you'll be able to share our message with everyone and anyone else. So whether they make it out to this dinner or they just get to learn more from you because we had a dinner, I'm good either way. So keep that in mind for October 7th. October 7th, Southern California. I don't know where. Let me know where, Chris. I don't know where. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Russell. Yes, I will bring Trump coins with me on October 7th. And if you want some before then, let me know. Buy them on the website. Use your discount code to get 75% off the retail price. Remember, we retail these for $20 on Amazon. So to get them for $10 at a table at a fair, festival, or gun show or coin show, that's a great deal. So keep that in the back of your mind as well. It's all about creating additional value. But if you want some before then I'd be happy to send them to you. Just place an order on the website. Okay. Till the Droid app is available, will you do training video on how we buy and load to the TEXITcoin on the coins? Till the Droid app is available, will you do training video on how we buy, then load TEXITcoins? Yeah, you can do it from the desktop wallet. You can also do it from your DexTrade wallet. So there are a couple different ways that you can do it. The thing about the app that makes it really, really nice is that it uses the live market price to give you the option to send in dollars or in TEXITcoin. And so I'll see what the Droid app gives us the ability to do, and I'll see if I can push that. HB, Huntington Beach. Huntington Beach. Thank you. I'll see if I can push that app through. I'm not sure what's holding it up, but yeah, I'll get a video together on how to send TEXITcoin to a cold storage coin. It's very, I don't know. It's not that easy because when you're using your phone, you can easily scan the code that's on the back of the coin, and that's a great feature. If you can't do that and you got to use your desktop wallet, you got to scan the QR code, figure out what the address is, copy and paste it. So it's a little more work. So I'll send a message again to our team to get them to push on that Android version. Hopefully you've had a chance to download the iOS version, play around with it, test it out, and you're happy with it. Any feedback, let me know. I'm happy to pass that along to developers. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Andrea, thank you so much. Has anyone researched rules in Facebook regarding this type of sale? No, I have not. But I can tell you a couple different things. First of all, rules vary greatly by state, right? Texas is pretty cool. Texas views digital currency as just a regular currency exchange that doesn't tax it. It's not a taxable transaction. If we're only selling it one way, we're not buying it back, then we're not considered to be a money changer. We don't have to worry about money transmitter licenses, right? So that's cool in Texas. Places like New York, not so much. It's actually the opposite. Like if you're in New York, you might not even want to like try figuring it out. But check what the rules are in your area. Make sure that you stay on this side of the law if you can. The other thing I can tell you about Facebook is that they do not really like crypto advertising. Anything Bitcoin, crypto related, they will pull down. It's a real disaster. It's literally the reason why we're doing affiliate marketing to grow this thing, because it's real hard to market crypto stuff online. It's a pain in the neck. And so that's why we want word of mouth to be our major strategy for marketing and advertising. Hopefully that answers your question, anonymous attendee. Nice to meet you. And I think that is it for tonight. Last call for questions before founder and fearless leader Bobby Gray goes for a haircut and then a shower. Anything? Okay. Thanks, everyone. Sorry that I was so distant these last couple of days. It's not that I'm mad at you. It's just that I've been very busy developing the things that we need for our project to continue to successfully march steadily in the right direction. I'm very happy with our results. We had a great month last month. I'm expecting an even better month this month with our 1-2 free promotion. But remember, our mission is to build the mind. That is our work. That is our goal. I see a direct connection between the size of the mind and the value of TEXITcoin in the global market. I hope you see that connection as well. That's what I'm banking on. If we build a successful decentralized mind, we will have a very well-respected, internationally recognized, used, traded, speculated cryptocurrency. That currency is called TEXITcoin, and I invite you and everyone you know, and then some, to come join us on the rocket ship by mining it, by telling people about it, by getting involved with us at events, fairs, festivals, shows, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be getting on the road soon here around Texas and the country to promote our mission. And I hope to catch up with you in your town in the not so distant future. Bobby Gray, founder, fearless leader. I will catch you guys again on Thursday for another update. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.